The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Footy season might be over, but there's no off-season with Kayo Sports. Even though footy season's actually officially over as of yesterday.
Just finished yesterday.
Yeah, but get on board, Kayo. There's lots are going on in the off-season.
Yeah, Nico Pajarillo joins us, who does the commentary for, I think you do a bit of the rugby league commentary as well, but you're heavily involved with the UFC. There's a massive card coming up. Like, this is a stellar card, which is coming up November 16 in New York. Some of the all-time greats are going to be going at it. Why don't you talk us through UFC 309 first, Nico? How are you, mate?
Very, very well, guys. Thanks for having me. It's going to be massive. I've actually just rocked up to the Nova Studios in Sydney, suitcase in hand, because I'm literally going to fly to New York right after this and straight to the airport. Swear to God. Yeah, only flying economy this time around, but that's all right.
Come on, Kayo.
You might get an upgrade.
Yeah, hopefully. But the fight.
You're not a politician, are you?
This is going to be huge, let me tell you. No, but the fights this weekend, fantastic. John Jones, the consensus greatest UFC fighter of all time, guys, taking on Stipe Miocic. It kind of reminds me a little bit of if you cast your mind back to the 2022 World Cup when Messi and Ronaldo were playing in potentially their last tournament. It's kind of the same feeling here where it's like, yo, how lucky are we that we got to see these guys play live? How lucky are we that we get to see John Jones potentially in his last fight? It's that big, guys. Let me tell you.
Do you reckon John Jones he's the GOAT?
I certainly do. I think he is. And I feel like that's sort of the pervading mindset. I feel like that's, something that I think most people can agree on. This dude, like what he's managed to achieve inside the octagon, basically undefeated, if not for a disqualification many years ago. The way that he fights, 15 title fight wins, 13 defenses. Man, John Jones, if you've not seen him fight live, definitely tune into Main Event this Sunday. It's going to be a cracker.
Timings are pretty good too, Nico. I mean, I think the prelims start on Sunday at 10. That's daylight saving time, so it'll be 9 o'clock Brisbane time. But then the main card, I think, starts around midday or a little earlier for Brisbane people. So perfect, really.
Perfect, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's great. And with footy sort of clearing up, it's a great time for people to tune in and hone in on other sports, fighting as well as cricket and everything else. So it's massive. Going to be huge, guys.
I tuned into Kayo yesterday, of course, for the final of the Pacific Championships. It was Australia up against Tonga, and then there was New Zealand beat the Kumals in the second game. But great, it's been great. This been awesome. Pan Pac Championships has been fantastic. International Rugby League is alive and well.
Hasn't the void between the big uns and the not so big uns come right in? But it's so great for the game.
Not only that, but the crowd yesterday, it was a sea of red. It was a match in Sydney, a test match in Sydney.
Absolutely unbelievable. You think that, because it's a Kangaroos home game, you'd think that, it'd be a sea of green and gold. But I tell you what, in the heart of Parramatta, the Tongan fans really turned up and they nearly pulled off an incredible upset. Yeah. And to be honest, congratulations firstly to the Kangaroos, Pacific champions, for the second time. But the story, for mine, of this whole tournament is Tonga and just how well they've performed and how they've been able to rally their community behind them. Yvonne Sampson was on the show last week here at Nova and she was talking about it. It's absolutely phenomenal, the way that the crowd sings, the hymns and the songs that they put together. It's fantastic. I was actually driving through Western Sydney yesterday to my parents' house in Rudy Hill where there's a big Tongan community. I reckon in that 15-20 minute drive I saw 6 or 7 cars decked out in Tonga flags and memorabilia. One bloke had his car fitted out with megaphones, Homer Simpson style. It was very, very good. But no, it was great to see.
You had that in Coldplay fans all in the Western City yesterday.
I think it's the best way to watch sport, isn't it? Because I also watch the highlights of the Wallabies on Kayo, and you can watch 16-minute versions. Perfect. You never want to watch the whole.
Oh, the minis.
Yeah, the minis.
They're fantastic.
Excellent. To see the Wallabies win.
They're good for the Formula One too.
Yeah.
When there's a Formula One race on, they condense it down to 28 minutes, and it just makes it really digestible. So good. Yes. We should mention that too. Joseph Suaalii had not played a rugby match since I think he was playing for Australian schoolboys 5 years ago, Suze. Straight into the Wallabies team. Yeah. They beat England, massive upset, scored on the buzzer, and Suaalii was man of the match.
Wow.
Now, the cricket, we've played Pakistan in these in the ODIs. We've got T20s coming up. So it's a strange start to the cricket season, but we're on, Nico. It's on.
Oh, it certainly is. Really disappointing result in the one-day international.
I thought so as well.
Hugely disappointing. I mean, I know. Look, I know that we've got a number of Test players out. No Labuschagne, no Smith, no Cummins, Hazelwood, etc. But for Pakistan, and congratulations to them as well, the first series win of any kind in Australia in 22 years. Just let that sink in. Incredible performance from them, but for Australia to be all out for 140, hugely disappointing. But I'll tell you what it does, guys. It builds up this T20 series that we've got coming up, starting on Thursday on Fox Sports, on Fox Cricket. It makes it even bigger, right? Because the Aussies are they're out for revenge, aren't they? They're out to right that wrong, and they'll hopefully be playing with a bit of fire in the belly this time around.
Pakistani fans as well, out in force.
Yeah, plenty to look forward to. And as you said, safe flight, mate, over to New York.
He'll be right.
How good's that going to be? UFC 309. Yeah, I hope you get an upgrade. Yeah.
Maybe next time. But I'll enjoy the fights nonetheless, guys.
Thanks, mate. Nico Parillo from Kayo Sports.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.